do the intro. Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to Tri Effort. I'm Johnny Delbalsa, and we are on to episode 4 of this Kona build vlog. Today is July 28th. It's almost August. What the heck? Summer is flying by. So right now we're about 11 weeks out from Kona. I really got to start getting in some more Ironman specific volume. My plan for this build was to bridge up into Ironman volume. I should be there right now, and I'm just not. Last week I didn't get in the volume that I had planned. I did that motocross race. I'm still sore from that race. But anyways, we need to get my butt in gear here and start getting in some work. But I'm also still trying to have my short course summer. We're racing the Fairport Pirate Sprint Triathlon this Sunday. And the way I'm going to tackle this week to make it all happen is we're going to get in the Ironman volume earlier in the week, hit that sprint tri, and after the sprint tri, I'm going to go run long. So we're going to get it done. We're going to make it happen. We're going to have some fun with it. I did a swim session yesterday. Today, we got about an hour and a half to work with, a little less because I got to get off to work. We're going to do a sweet spot ride right now. I'm going to do a couple 20-minute intervals, and then I'm going to try to get in some short, punchy, like sprint tri specific intervals after that. And then I'm going to go do a recovery run on my lunch break today and see what we got, after work. I doubt I'm going to go to the pool, but maybe we'll get in an extra swim here. We'll see. And then, tomorrow I'm going to try to get in a running workout, see if my legs will start firing. Again, very, very sore still. My body's just kind of all jacked up, especially like my lower back right now. But whatever, I'm going to take the tri bike out. Let's go get this one done. All right, we're out here getting this workout in. I did an extended warm-up. Usually I don't do too many rides early in the morning, but I'm trying to switch that for the rest of this schedule. I actually offset my work hours. I usually go in at 7. I change it to where I go in at 9 now and get out, at 5:30 or whatever. So that should help. I know some of you guys probably get up at 4 a.m., but that's never been me. Anyways, I did a 20-minute warm-up. I just did the first 20-minute sweet spot interval. It was tough for me to get the power and heart rate up. I hit 275 watts for that interval, but the heart rate was more like zone 3. So a little bit under what I wanted, but I think we'll turn it up this next one because now I feel primed up and ready to go. I feel like I woke up, just had me a Rice Krispie treat, which is the world's best carb source. Very light, easy to carry, and very tasty. But anyways, I'm doing a 5-minute easy spin right now. Then I'm going to hit this next interval, and we will check back in towards the end of this ride. I'm out here on the Queen K. They weren't kidding about these island winds. I got about 5 more minutes left of this interval. I'm glad they don't let us use disc wheels out here. Woo. This second interval was a lot tougher than my first one, not gonna lie. My muscles are just shot right now. But we're getting it done. I'm probably yelling over this wind. It was raining a little bit too, but that kind of felt good. But anyways, I'm gonna shut up now and get this one done. All right, that is ride complete. We got 30 miles in an hour and 15 minutes, 231 average watts, 246 normalized, 128 average heart rate, and 23.8 miles per hour. So we'll put a graph in the background there, but pretty happy with that one. I didn't get to do any of those like sprint intervals towards the end. I had to hustle to get back here so I could shower, which I'm gonna do right now. So this is my favorite part, the new shower. Love it. All right, gotta get off to work. Good morning, it is Wednesday morning. Driving to my favorite breakfast diner right now. The plan is park there, do my run workout with a little different change of scenery from just running out my front door, and then go get some quick breakfast and jet off to work. I have an hour run to do. I'm gonna do 3 by probably 10 minutes just below threshold, maybe marathon-y pace or whatever, and then some strides after that. And yeah, that's gonna be my run workout. I'm gonna do a swim after work today. Yesterday I did do a easy recovery run on my lunch break, and then after work I got in a little bonus swim. I just swam a straight 2,000 yards steady. Kind of felt like crap, not gonna lie, but my legs are kind of feeling it, so just doing what I can, getting in a little bit more swimming these next couple, well, the rest of this build I need to do that, but these next couple weeks I want to get in some more swimming because we're doing a sprint tri this weekend, and then 2 weeks after that I'm going to do the tri-clee Olympic tri. So we need to get this swim up there to be competitive, I think. So we'll see. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to check back in whenever I get on this run. I'm not sure what shoes I'm going to wear today. I'm debating on my Vomero 18, the comfy boys, or my Adidas Adios Pro 4s, which I think those are going to be my Kona shoes. So I'm switching things up. So I actually did a whole kind of shoe quest journey to see if I could find something other than the Nike Alpha Flag 3s, since it doesn't look like they're releasing the 4s before Kona. And I think I may have settled on the Adidas, so maybe I'll share some of what I did. Maybe I'll put out a separate video of the shoes I tested out, but pretty fun. But yeah, anyways, check back in. We got 2 miles warm up. I just let my heart rate dictate my warm-up pace. I'm feeling pretty decent enough to start these 3 10-minute intervals. So we're going to get into that right now. Again, the plan for these intervals is just below threshold pace. So I'm gonna get this first one up into like the 150 beat range, but keep it below 160. So I'm gonna allow myself to still build into this first one, just get the legs going this morning. All right, we're actually gonna do 3 by 2 miles at this pace. I'm just feeling pretty good. And I feel like we can maximize our time this morning by doing that. Morning. And I made it to the park to run on some crushed gravel for a little bit of this one. All right, first interval complete. We're gonna do 3 minutes easy in between these. I only got 1 bottle with me today for hydration, but this is my favorite bottle. I get asked this a lot. Where do you get it? Get it on the Formula 369 site. Use my code Johnny20 to save some money. Get their carb mix and electrolytes too. That's what I'm using this morning. All right, I need to stop talking to get this heart rate down on this recovery. We'll check back in. All right, intervals complete. Getting in a tiny little cool down. I'm running out of time. So I did 2 by 2 miles at like 6:30 pace for those intervals, just below threshold heart rate. And then the last interval I had to cut to 10 minutes so I could get like a 5-minute recovery here before breakfast, because I'm trying to eat and I'm hungry. So that's it. Pretty happy with that workout today. These shoes, after my warm-up, they started to feel good once I was at pace. They're no super shoes feel that great at a slow like warm-up pace. So anyways, that is it for this run, and we'll check back in with the swim after work. All right, it is Wednesday evening, out here on the road bike, getting in some junk miles. I didn't end up getting to the pool after work today. I forgot I had an athlete coming over. Had to help her with some tubeless wheels. Couple issues with the gear shifters on her bike, so got that all squared away. And yeah, just out here enjoying a nice recovery ride. So the plan from here is going to be tomorrow morning, get the swim in, and then after work, I'm going to do a nice little brick session with the tri group on the Fairport Pirate Tri course. Yeah, that's the plan, always adapting, and wouldn't have it any other way. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy this ride until the sun goes down, and maybe a little bit after, because I have a headlight. So anyways, we'll check back in.
So for the bike course for this triathlon this weekend, there's this one stretch of road that has a bunch of pretty nasty potholes. Apparently, one of our members of the Tri group messaged the city, and the city took care of it. So I'm gonna do some inspecting right now. They got the main one. There's like 4 or 5 of them on this road. That one looks good. I mean, these things were nasty. They'd take out some tires for sure. And we got 2 more. I missed that one, but they got it. I think they actually got some bonus ones. I forgot about that corner. That thing was all messed up too. So yeah, they did a great job. Kudos to the city of Paynesville, which that's the city that I'm from. So I'm proud of them. They got it done for us. So we, like I say, we ride this course 2 or 3 times a week. I've been riding it for quite a few years, dodging those potholes, and we were just kind of worried about the triathlon and some newcomers getting caught up in those. So sweet. That makes me feel pretty proud of this one. I'm 50 minutes into this ride. I got about probably 20 minutes to go. I'm gonna shut the camera off and just enjoy my cruise. So we'll see you tomorrow. All right, good morning. It is Thursday morning and the swim is in. We got 3,000 yards in the pool this morning. The main set was 10 by 200s on like 15 to 20 seconds rest. And I was focusing on kind of going out that first 50, like harder race pace, and then settling into like a smooth pace. Felt pretty good in the water today. My last couple sessions have been kind of crap. So anyways, yeah, I was just thinking, like, I always talk about how I'm such a crappy swimmer and all that. And some people might take that the wrong way if they're slower than me or whatever. I'm 100% just referring to how I feel in the water and where I came from. My first triathlon, I looked it up the other day. I swam the 500-yard sprint tri. My pace for that, 3:05 per 100. So that's the swimmer that I still feel like I'm overcoming. And I think I'm always gonna feel like that, to be honest. My first 3 or 4 triathlons, I was panicking in the swim, doing the backstroke and grabbing a kayak and all that. And I feel like I can always slip back into that, even though that probably will never happen to me again. And then I compare myself to my competition. You know, I'm a top cyclist, pretty good runner, and with that competition, I'm not at the same level in the swim. So again, that's just what I'm referring to. I would kind of, like my first year of triathlon, if I heard somebody that swims my paces say they're a crappy swimmer, that would make me feel like shit, and I'm not trying to make anyone else feel like that. So just keep that in mind anytime I'm going on little rants and rambles. But anyways, I got a coffee here, got to get off to work, and we have a small brick workout to do later today. All right, it is after work. I am here at Fairport. I'm late. The group's already out on the bike. I'm 4 minutes late right now, 5 minutes. And here I am talking on the camera. So I got some catching up to do. All right, I lied. I forgot my bike shoes. So yeah, usually I do these rides from my house to meet up with the group or whatever. That backfired on me today. I was rushing to try to do this so I could do the run with the group off the bike and whatnot. Kind of a bummer, big bummer, waste of time. But I'm still gonna go home, get my shoes, ride from my house and do the course. I'm gonna get a little bit more mileage in that way anyways, which is why I like doing that, but I'm just not gonna be able to run off the bike. All right, you guys, I am back home. I have decided that I'm not gonna do this workout tonight. My body's just kind of feeling the past couple of days of intensity work. Yeah, I got home, got on the couch, watched some TV with the wife, and I just came to that decision that this is what the body needs here tonight. So the plan was to do an open water swim early tomorrow morning. I'm gonna go do that with the bike and the run, get in like an easy sprint tri simulation. So we'll get the workouts in that way, give my body the recovery it needs, and yeah, kind of happy to make that decision. Sometimes we got to adapt the plan. I just felt like tonight was just gonna be a waste anyways with how I'm feeling. So my quads and everything, they're pretty sore. So that's gonna be the plan. I'm gonna go outside and go cut the grass though, because I've been neglecting that these past couple weeks here. So get that done, take care of some housework, cook some dinner, and that's gonna be my Thursday night. So we will see you in the morning. All
All right, good morning. We are back here fully prepared to do today's workout. Again, we're gonna do swim, bike, and run. I'm probably gonna do maybe 20-25 minute swim. Gonna go do the full sprint bike course, and then we will probably do an easy run. We're gonna see how the legs feel. So gonna get to it, and then maybe I'll show you guys the transition area and whatnot. Let's go. All right, swim is complete. I'm going to take you through transition here. This race is a little bit unique because as soon as you get on the bike, you got to go up a really steep hill. So I'm kind of thinking don't have the shoes clipped on the bike, because then you'll be fidgeting around trying to get your feet in and all that before you have to attack this hill. I think the one year I did it, I just left my feet on top of the shoes while I was going up the hill, but then you're losing like some power transfer there. Not that it matters that much. This is a local sprint try, but it does pay off to walk the transitions before the race, see where the mount line is, and see what like obstacles you're gonna have like that. So that's what I'm gonna do here. And yeah, I don't know, I hate running through transition with my shoes like on my feet. I feel like I'm gonna like roll an ankle or something. But anyways, this is oh, and you always got to find the best bike rack of what you want, but I never get here early enough to rack the bike. But whatever, let's do a little transition here, get on the bike, and we'll check back in. All right, let's hit this hill. I hated running through that with my shoes on. I think I'm going to leave them on the bike and just deal with this hill. It's a teeny hill, so. All right, let's start this bike. A few years ago, whenever I tried running in my cleats, there was like raining a little bit and I slipped and fell on my ass right at that mount line. So let's not do that again. All right, not much to say about this ride. I'm keeping it pretty easy, and I'm doing 2x5 minute builds up to race power. So I'm on my second one of those right now, and I'm only gonna have time for like maybe a 10-minute run off the bike, just because of our little transition tour and whatnot. Took away some time, and I got work to get to, so, but no big deal. All right, on to the run. Man, is my body still sore from I'm gonna blame the motocross last weekend combined with trying to do a little bit aggressive run the day after, and then my intensity bike and run this week too. All that, I just feel like maybe I didn't give my body enough time to recover and repair the muscle damage and whatnot before I jumped right back in. So always learning some lessons here, but we'll come around for race day. We got 2 days to go, so
We'll sit in the Normatec boots, take a hot bath, and maybe we'll convince the wife to give me a massage. That ain't gonna happen. But anyways, I'm going to just get a mile in here, and I'm not gonna do the Lighthouse Hill climb today. We'll save that for race day too. All in all, beautiful morning training though, so I'll take it. All right, it is Saturday, just finished up with packet pickup. I'm gonna be bib number 101 at this Fairport Pirate Tri. Got this pirate shirt here. So anyways, yeah, got that done. I'm gonna go do a quick little swim, and then I'm gonna, I got the race set up on the bike, gonna do a short little bike ride. Nothing too crazy today, just make sure everything's feeling as it should, and then a little runoff. All right, so our weather isn't looking the greatest for tomorrow. We'll have to see what it does, but I did talk to the race director, and the plan would be, if they have to cancel the swim, they're gonna do a short run into the bike and run, which will be pretty fair. A little bit better than just a time trial start, but we'll see. My weather app shows the rain and everything's gonna come after the sprint trial would be done, but every app's kind of showing different things right now, so we'll see. It's gonna be a fun day regardless. I'll take anything over a fully canceled event. So, and always support the local triathlon. So don't ever let weather scare you away, because a lot of this is about the good times with friends and all that, which would still happen no matter what the weather does. So some of the best memories are whenever you're dealing with adversity like weather and whatnot. So anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna do like a 15-minute ride here, maybe a 1 mile runoff, and that'll be it. Rest up for the rest of the day. All right, I forgot to check back in real quick, but I found some treasure in the parking lot. So this Pirate Tri is off to a good start this weekend. All right, it is Saturday night, down here working on some bikes. I got one of my best friends doing his first triathlon tomorrow. We've been joking about it for years, and he actually signed up this year, and this is his bike he's gonna be riding. It is some real vintage steel. So we pulled it out of his garage today, gave it a quick rinse and all that, and I'm gonna take it to transition for him in the morning. But I'm gonna clean it up a little bit more for him, so it's all like really gunked up. And this paint job is actually kind of cool. It's like this splatter paint. So I'm gonna try to polish it up a little bit for him, and I'm ultrasonic cleaning his cassette right now, because it is super gunky, but it's getting there. So a little treat for him. I'm going to work on his bike since he's doing this triathlon, and I don't know if he'll even notice it, but a little surprise for him in the morning. My bike's all ready to go, and all my gear's ready too. So I'm gonna do this and have some fun cleaning it up. It's like kind of addicting once you start cleaning and you see it shine up a little bit. You want to keep going. So maybe I'm just a lunatic, but I enjoy that. So anyways, that's what I got going on tonight, and we'll see you race morning. All right, it is race morning. I got my bike all racked up, got everything ready to go. I need to get my wetsuit on, go do a little practice warm-up swim here. This race didn't give out swim caps, so everybody needs to borrow swim caps. So I'm gonna go drop off like 4 of them to some of my friends. And yeah, I'm gonna keep the camera here. I was gonna try to film some stuff in transition, but I'm a bit of a scatterbrain race morning, so best just to leave this off here and hope the wife gets me some footage today. So anyways, looking forward to a really good day. Again, this is a sprint triathlon, a 500-yard swim, 11.5 mile bike, and like a 3.25 mile run. So a little bit longer run, but should have a good time here. And it looks like the weather's gonna hold off, so hopefully we get to swim in here soon and have a great day.
Triathlon swimmers that are in the water waiting. 4, 3.
All right, I am out here getting in the post-race extra volume run. Again, we are training for an Ironman, and throwing these sprints in Olympics kind of shakes up the big weekend schedule. So just trying to do my best to get in the volume. But I'm running like the run course backwards right now. I ran part of the bike course. There's like this rewarding feeling being the only one out here right now. That's not like a flex or anything, but it's just like, I don't know, there was this big race earlier, 400 people on the course, and just out here still going the distance, like that song. That's what I feel like. That's what's playing in my head. He's going the distance. But yeah, I don't know. Great day today, and enjoying this run right now. Just an hour ago, that finish line right there was buzzing with excitement from everybody. And they took it all down rather quickly. They did a real great job cleaning this place up. And I ran the bike course. I didn't see any litter scattered. I made a funny reel about some cat food cans I seen, saying that was somebody's nutrition that they dropped, but just joking around, having some fun. But yeah, real happy with this race today. Proud of all my friends. A couple athletes showed up. Dan, he finished his first sprint triathlon. Seen him a few times on the course. He had a smile on his face, so that was cool to see. About done with this run now. I'm at 58 minutes. I'm going to do an hour, and that's going to be it for my day. I'm going to go do the tri group's putting on a party. I'm late for that, but there's food, and I'm very, very hungry, so excited to eat. All right, race is complete. I took the overall today. My finish time was 58 minutes and 8 seconds, which unfortunately is actually 6 seconds slower than I raced 2 years ago here. We'll go over the race real quick. My swim time, I don't have the official results, but I got all my Strava stuff. My swim time was 9 minutes and 12 seconds, and that's the run to transition. So that says like a 134 pace. I probably swam maybe like a 140 something, but that run just made it a little bit quicker. The swim was 500 yards. This says 584, but again, with that run to transition. And then onto the bike, this was my fastest time on this course. That was 25 minutes, 12 seconds, 26.8 miles an hour. So this is actually a pretty slow course because I pushed my best sprint power at 284 average watts and 288 normalized watts. So that was 152 average heart rate. Very, very humid today. And then onto the run. This is where my race kind of fell apart a little bit. I had an okay run. I did a 20 minute and 30 second run. This was a 3.27 mile course, so a little bit longer than a 5K. That was a 6:16 average pace. But I just know that that was about a minute slower than what I did 2 years ago. So that tells me my swim this year was quicker, my bike this year was quicker, my transition's probably about the same. That run, I just fell off a bit. It says 90% humidity, so that's and I felt it. You know, we start this run going up this lighthouse hill, just mile one. I'm like, this feels different. My breathing feels different. It's not from going harder on the bike or anything. It's just very humid conditions today. That's what everybody was saying. So all in all, I think that this year, this was a little bit slower result, but I still think this performance was much better than what I did 2 years ago, even if it was 6 seconds slower. I got the finisher's medal here. We got this little Pirate Triathlon medal, and because I took the overall, I get a little trophy here. So first place overall, but I feel like I did not beat myself. And I'm always, that's always kind of the goal, do a little bit better year after year, but sometimes the conditions just don't allow that. So I'm not going to dwell on that at all. Today was a blast, and I did that post-race recovery, not even recovery run. I did that post-race hour run to get in some more volume, felt good there, sweating like crazy on that run. But hey, we got Kona is the big picture race we're training for, so we got to get some work done. But anyways, today was fun. Actually, I got to recap the end of this week too, because this is it for this week's vlog. As far as what I got in this week, don't really know, don't really care. I know I got in some good work earlier. My body, I feel like I kind of trained to where I'm at right now, and I'm happy to end this week with this run here. Happy to do this sprint try. I'm happy that I'm having fun with life, and fitting in all these short course summer races. So 2 weeks from now, we're going to do Triathlon, the Olympic. That is going to be the end of my short course summer racing schedule. Maybe we'll go 4 for 4 wins there. Who knows? I think I'm going to have some pretty stiff competition. So I think someone's coming for me there. So we'll find out. But as always, I thank everybody for tuning in, following along, liking, commenting, subscribing, reaching out to me, seeing me at these races, saying hi and all that. I'm meeting so many people, and it's a very cool feeling. So I don't know. Stick around. Stay tuned for more.